moment. And outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim at ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Finding the former Raider, Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 tight. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Cut 19. Cut 19. Who's the mic? Mike 52.
Throwing, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And we're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
93.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. 3 yards on first, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr completes it, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 30 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. From the 27, Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This complete left side to Aguilar. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 63 yards. And the Pats have come back to make it a 2-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Carr now on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a draw play. This is Bolden. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, and they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run again with Harris. And down to the 41. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional, in the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Carr, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. He'll find Parker again. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down at 4. Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 42 yards.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jayon Brown, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Carr going to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs down to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I,
though? New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Going up top. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
To throw is Jones.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand. And now a fumble. The ball's out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.